up, YouTube? It's your girl DeeDee. Welcome and welcome back to the channel. So I am back with another quick reaction video for you guys. Now, this is about Vivica Fox. So Vivica Fox is still in the news, you guys. She's still trying to find love, and I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting love as you get older, but I think the way some women go about it is not appropriate. So I want to play a little clip of what she had to say, and I definitely want you guys to chime in the comments. I want to get your thoughts on this one. If you're new to the platform, make sure you are subscribed to the channel if you like the content. Share and like the video and hit that notification bell to be notified when I upload new content. So let's get into the video. Here we go.
I love seeing the world.
Okay.
Soon I'd love to go with someone, but in the meantime, I'm still gonna have some fun.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
So what do you do when people walk by you and they stop and they go, Vivica Fox?
I usually get a picture with them real quick.
Okay.
See, I done learned this trick. Okay, baby, let's get a selfie. Selfie. No, we don't need a whole bunch of people taking it. Just get a selfie. Real quick. Let's go. Okay. All right.
Now, you know, I know that me time is great and you said that, but like all of this juicy, we don't want this to go to waste. Is somebody getting a little, you dating somebody?
Me, myself, and I. So it's what, 3 of them?
It's 3 of them.
But no, really, I've been happily single for about 5 years.
Yeah.
And it's been okay. I mean, don't think I'm sad.
I think there's a little bit of fallacy in that, and that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. If women were so excited about being single, they wouldn't be looking for companionship. If being single is really your thing and you're really happy with it, you wouldn't be looking for companionship. You would be truly happy with being by yourself. And in my opinion, I don't think that that's the case. I think that's something women say to make themselves feel good or to not seem desperate. You know, they don't want to look like they're doing too much. Most women want a man. Most women want companionship. Most women want to be with somebody, and men want women as well. So we are meant to be with somebody. We are meant to be together. We're not supposed to be living our lives alone. That's just my thoughts. But for the women who are truly happy with being solo, dolo, or do, however you say that, you don't hear them talking about a man. They don't talk about wanting to have somebody to do it with, because that's why I think it's a bit of a fallacy in that, because I think most women want companionship. You want to feel loved. You want somebody to be in your life. And I think when women would say that, I think it's just a coping mechanism for them to accept their fate, to accept the fact that, hey, they may not have it, so they can't go around being depressed about it or showing that they're, you know, depressed about it. So they gotta say, hey, by choice, to make them feel good about it, to keep on going. That's just how I feel about it. No shade. I'm not trying to be shady to anybody. I'm just giving my take on it and what I think. That's just my opinion. Let's continue.
I'm good, you know, but it's okay. I've been dating me, and I'm looking for the right one. I'm not gonna settle.
That's right.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
because I'm afraid of being alone. I think that's the problem that happens with a lot of us.
So many people, the fear.
Yeah, that, oh my God, I don't want to be by myself. I'm actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I know one time you made a joke that you was looking. Did your DMs get flooded?
They did. I made a joke, y'all. It honestly was a joke. And I've said the joke for years, but for some odd reason, me turning 60 and me saying I'm taking applications. Child, they were sending it to my agent, to my publicist, sliding up in the DMs. I mean, like everything.
Well, what happened? I mean, there was no, you know, good candidates in those DMs. There wasn't somebody that may have had potential enough to date her and maybe be a companion in her life. She said she was joking, but if you really want some type of companionship, are you open to that? I'm just saying, like, how do you plan on finding the right one at 60 years old? That's all I'm saying, but let's continue.
I appreciate that, but I was like, send a picture so I can make sure.
I hear you.
That statement, I will not settle. I'm like, that there's got to be the statute of limitation have to run out on you settling. I'm just saying there has to be a statute of limitation on women saying they will not settle. At some point, it ain't no settling. At some point, it's going to be just you don't have any options. You know what I'm saying? If we're going to be honest about it, at some point those options run out. There has to be a limit to that, because you don't get these endless amounts of opportunities. It just doesn't happen like that. That's why it's so important to establish relationships, marriages, and families early on, so that you'll have a better chance to build upon that and have something stable that will last to the end. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of relationships don't last because people are not committed like they used to be. People feel like they don't need each other and they have all these options. And when you feel like you have all these options, you move a certain way. They feel like there's no rush to try to find and build this family. They think that they have all these options and all this time. And when time starts to dwindling, this is where you have a situation where you're 60, 50, 60, 70 years old, still saying you will not settle, when in reality, there's not really a lot of these options available, especially for the type of men that these women still think that they can get. This is why they won't settle, because the guys who will be willing to take you on, they're not your type, or they don't make enough money, they don't qualify for the things that you're looking for, because you think that you're still at the peak, or at your most, the peak of yourself. You still see yourself as the younger version of yourself. You still kind of feel and think that you're that 25 or 35-year-old person, and that you still can require the same things you required then. 9 times out of 10, you may not get the things that you're asking for at this stage in life. And I think some of these women realize it, but they're still trying to be optimistic and still trying to manifest what it is that they want. And if this is why they say there's a wall and there's a time frame. If you don't have a family by a certain time, your body, your biological clock is ticking, and it just won't allow you to do that. Your opportunities have gone down. You got to be realistic when it comes to dating, what men want, what men see as attractive, if men want families, what it is that they're looking for, because it directly affects whether they'll choose you for relationships over somebody else who may still be able to have kids, or, they're looking for somebody, to do that with if they haven't done it. So the older you get, you have those, you can't do certain things. Those options go away. I think it's just once again, a coping mechanism for women to make themselves feel okay in the fact that they missed out on certain opportunities that they may not get. Because I don't think nobody truly, really wants to live alone for the rest of their life. I just don't think that most people want that. I think you really want somebody in your life who's there for you, somebody you can share life with and love on, and they love on you and y'all love on each other. Have that history. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I always say, listen, I hope that people can get what it is that they want. But if you don't get it, don't just blame it on every man, and every man was the problem. And I'm not saying she's doing that, but if you go through your life, when you had all the opportunities, how many of those opportunities you passed up because you thought you could do better? But the older you get, you realize those options are dwindling. They're not as prevalent as they were in your 20s and your 30s and your 40s. It started to become a little different. Now you're just attracting people who just want to play games, not somebody who want to take you seriously. And then you end up 60, 70 years old by yourself. You know what I'm saying? So it is a real thing. And, I would always tell women, if you can find a good guy, a good guy finds you when you're younger, and you guys work together and y'all build together, create a family, it's the most beautiful thing in the world. But you can't go into it with a selfish mentality. You understand you have to work together. And I'm not saying you should just accept anybody. It has to be somebody with morals and character, and somebody who knows what they want and is trying to do the right thing. Nobody is perfect, so you're never going to find a perfect person, but somebody that has y'all have the same goals in mind, and you want to build together. That's it. You can't go in it with this selfish, independent mindset, like I don't really need you, but I want you. That's not going to work. Go into it with an open mind. Know what it is that you want. If you can find somebody, or they find you who has the same values, and y'all have the same goals, and y'all want to build together and raise a family and all of that good stuff, I think it's better to prioritize it young. Do not think that you have this endless amounts of time that you can just play around and discard people for superficial reasons and think that you're going to get all these major opportunities in the end, because a lot of times it don't happen. So that's just my thoughts on that. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Comment, like, subscribe, hit that bell. Y'all know what it is, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.